Recovery is a process of decisions podcast. This podcast is a weekly revealing of the recovery journey of peer support specialist Trent Thomas. Join him on his internal research-driven dive into what to and what not to do in sustaining recovery. His weekly episodes demonstrate that you are not alone, and what we can't do alone, we can do together. This life is hills and valleys, but we were built for struggle. These weekly episodes are a journey into his life lessons as he fulfills his daily mandate to help someone other than himself. Welcome. The Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. Welcome to the Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. This is Trent Thomas, your recovery peer support specialist. Tonight's episode is entitled, Why Revealing is So Healing. In AA, there is a slogan that states, to recover, one must uncover, or simply put, to heal, one must reveal. For me, when I revealed my most embarrassing bad decisions, it was in the beginning very humiliating. And that word humiliating is the word humility, to be made humble. When revealing my undeniably most suffering moments of consequences for bad decision, it is truly a humbling experience. When wrong happens to you for all the world to see, it can certainly change your perspective on where you are in the stream of life. Gone is the on top of the world persona. Gone is the I'm the man and got it all figured out figurehead. Revealing life's most humbling experiences like a cold slap in the face, a taste of reality that stings and hurts. However, this pain is absolutely necessary for learning what happened. When I revealed the moment that I called my mother and said, Mom, I need help. This one moment is absolutely fundamental in my road to recovery. This colossal step in my journey was absolutely necessary for me to reach the new heights I now find myself reaching. I must always be mindful of this first step in order to continue to climb. My defining of who I am today is dependent on knowing where I started from. The simple fact that I did not save myself, but rather submitted and received the gift of recovery from the God of my understanding. My belief system is defined by the fact that I did not, in fact, could not save myself. This bears witness that if I could not save myself, then there must be a power that is greater than me that could and did save me from me. This power I call God, a power entity that can and did save me from myself, because my best thinking had me homeless, jobless, futureless, familyless, existing with no hope, driving hell-bent on a road of self-destruction, headed toward a premature death with no plans for life. Knowing this simple fact keeps me sober and dependent on this same God each and every day. My unashamed revealing of my most embarrassing moments when the consequences for my worst decisions came to bear on me in the full light of day. The pain of revelation brought me into reality, a sobering reality that not only saved my life, but quite possibly others beside me. The truth is, my story has the innate ability to help someone other than me. Your story, too, can save someone other than your life. Recovery is dependent on learning lessons from someone other than yourself. I recall telling my son, you can't touch every stove to see if it's hot. You will have to heed the warning from others' reaction to touching a hot stove. Learning lessons from teachable moments shared by others' life moments. In other words, learning what to and what not to do from listening to others' stories can save your life. The same can be said by others listening to your story. Life is a struggle, and it becomes a series of teachable moments if the truth of others' life is shared. One person's truth bears witness to the testimony that comes from God. Truth originates from God. Truth is contagious. Once truth is shared, one person's truth inspires the truth from others to radiate and become shared testimony. In AA meetings around the world, the truth from each attendee radiates from one member to another. Truth that is initiated by God, because God is truth. Everything God does is truthful. God cannot lie. To depart from the word of God is to lie. To follow the will of God is to be honest, truthful, a follower of truth, to become truth worthy. To reveal with truth is a fundamental criteria of recovery. The revelation of one's past consequences due to bad decisions is necessary to heal the festering wounds that cause extreme internal pain and suffering. To rid oneself of this self-inflicted pain, one must expose these cuts to the healing warmth of the bright light of day. By exposing these deep wounds to the healing waters of truth, one begins and speeds the healing factor times 10 when these hidden scars are met with the bright light of exposure. Just as wounds heal when they are exposed to the uncovering effects of air and sunlight, the healing effects are sped up with exposure. Revelation cements the recognition of wrong acts and certifies the need for correction and healing. Air and sunlight causes the formation of scar tissue and healing begins. Revealing one's bad past decisions and the severe consequences brings about learning from mistakes, and just like scar tissue, healing is brought to the forefront. To reveal is to heal. Acknowledging a mistake is the first step to learning better and thus doing better. No problem can ever be corrected until it is first recognized as a problem. Understanding you have a problem is fundamental in addressing and correcting this problem. Yes, to reveal is absolutely necessary in order to heal. This is Trent Thomas on another episode of Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. You can now subscribe to this podcast and receive special in-depth episodes for subscribers only, as well as a private personal email account to communicate directly with me for comments and show suggestions. In addition, I will be doing podcast shout-outs to all those subscribers who request shout-outs. As always, your inspiring comments can be left at transnetrecover.com/podcast. Please feel free to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. #TransnetRecover. Thank you and have a blessed day.